Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we ended up getting the Season 1 Reloaded update in Warzone and Black Ops 7. This obviously includes a bunch of content. We just went through the whole content reveal yesterday in their initial announcement blog, and today we ended up getting the full patch notes for this update across Endgame, multiplayer, zombies, Warzone alike, some global updates that impact all modes here. So we're diving into everything that ended up changing with the 1.88 title update, I believe it was. It's around 15 gigs on PlayStation. It should be 20 to 30 gigs on PC there, so a mid-tier sized update for sure by comparison here. But first up here, they say welcome to Season 1 Reloaded. This update is live at 9 a.m. Pacific time. If you're watching this video right when it goes live, it should be going out here pretty shortly. We obviously, like I mentioned, have new content here, so a couple of new multiplayer maps. K Meltdown coming back from BO2, Fringe back as well, a new map variant which is Nuketown, but it's Fallout themed, so it's Vault Town. Kind of an interesting reskin there. We got new multiplayer modes coming. We just detailed all of this yesterday, of course, with like some infected variants and some other interesting things there. A couple of new weapons in the Sturmwolf 45 SMG, then also the Hawker HX sniper rifle. A couple of new attachments as well, or aftermarket parts via the weekly challenges coming. We've got Black Ops 6 loadout content returning here with some equipment and some field upgrades and some score streaks. Astra Malorum as the directed mode, that'll be fully available there. We got a new zombies survival map, a new LTM with Project Rads as well. Endgame's getting a couple of new world events. Like I said, we covered all this in yesterday's initial reveal blog. For the global updates initially here, though, we do have a Ricochet update. They say Ricochet recently launched the Secure Attestation Wizard, a tool that provides a quick way to verify that your PC meets our security requirements. This wizard will help you confirm whether everything is configured correctly and offer guidance if anything needs adjustments. For players who want more detailed instructions, there is a blog for that, so you can check out that. With weapon updates here, note weapon tuning, including adjustments to the Maddox, will be coming shortly after the launch of Season 1 Reloaded. So we've got Maddox updates inbound. With bugs, they addressed an issue preventing akimbo weapons from firing while sprinting when using the Gung Ho perk, and that was a global update there. We've got some in-game specific updates here, although not a ton. For weapons, they say the Maddox, the Kogot, and the Ravager can now appear as loot rewards. With bugs, they addressed an issue where selecting a weapon camo from the universal selection could lead to an error. Addressed an issue where graphical corruption could be visible in the lobby, an issue where players could get stuck below the escape VTOL, and they added various stability fixes. As always, we also then have our multiplayer specific updates here. New maps, of course, on Den. They patched a couple of exploit spots and different glitches there. Blocked an out of bounds wall jump spot on Toshin. Fixed a couple of exploits and broken spots on Scar as well. We do have a new playlist update featuring the Season 1 Reloaded Mosh Pit with the new maps there. The special Mayhem LTM, the Ghouls LTM, and Vault Town 24/7. Skirmish 20 versus 20 on Tide. They added more vehicle locations. There's new ascenders and new zip lines. Adjust objective locations. Address an issue where supply crates could stack on top of each other, and adjust various gameplay and UI related issues. With perks here, Vigilance addressed an issue where Vigilance perk was not protecting users against the counter UAV minimap scramble in free-for-all specifically. Oddly niche there. A couple of equipment updates here impacting the frag, the point turret, the needle drone, the hunter bot, and then also returning equipment there. The shock charge impact and thermos were added to the equipment. Returning field upgrades, those were also added in. Score streaks, same deal here. A couple of specific updates on the RCXD, the care package, the Gravemaker, the dog, the Rhino, the HKDs, and the Legion, and then they go through and they add all these score streaks that they're bringing in from Black Ops 6 as well. With challenges, the get 30 objective kills in objective modes has been automatically completed for everyone here. So if you didn't complete a different challenge because that challenge was bugged from week 4, everyone just got completion for that now, so you got that for free basically. With UI, adjust various armory navigation issues, address various cases of missing challenge descriptions, address the situation where calling cards could appear blank in the tracked and near complete page, addressed various cases where unlocked weapon camos could appear locked, updated pinpoint grenade information to indicate that triggers a minimap ping. With audio, they lowered the pitch of the counter UAV audio, added various stability fixes here as well. You love to see it, and addressed stability issues when using the Hellstorm score streak that was causing some crashing on PlayStation, I believe it was specifically. In zombies here, we've got Zyra Cosmodrome as a survival map. Astra Malorum got a bunch of super specific fixes here, different bug fixes, glitch and exploit resolutions, things of that nature. So if you want to read the exact specifics here and all these niche issues, feel free to go ahead and pause the video. A lot of map specific stuff going on here. Ashes of the Damned also has a few specific updates as well, and once more, feel free to pause if you want to read everything specifically there. In directed mode, addressed an issue that caused the objective marker on the Seal of Sorrow's keys to sometimes appear incorrect. Addressed an issue where the objective text would not update while collecting the memories with Old Tessie in Ashes. Addressed an issue where the objective marker updates with a delay on the stabilizer chip in Ashes as well. In survival, they reduced the frequency of TED tasks spawning in survival. General playlist update, there's survival on Cosmodrome, directed on Astra Malorum, and Project Rads, all available there. Couple of weapon updates here in Zombies as well. They removed the hipfire spread on the Raygun Mark II. LGM1 had a couple of things addressed with it there. The Ravager adjusted the position of the Ravager when it's a loot item on the ground, and then also fixed an issue where it could not be used to trigger quest items in Astra Malorum. Arrow capped the damage done to players when being damaged by the Pack-a-Punched version. Ballistic Knife addressed an issue where the loot card for the Ballistic Knife would not match the rarity at times, then also updated the Pack-a-Punch name for that. In general updates here, addressed an issue where the thermal scope was not working with multiple enemies in Astra Malorum, and addressed an issue where some Pack-a-Punch levels were not showing on a loot card. Couple of Perca-Cola updates here for Mule Kick, Quick Revive, and Double Tap with Gobblegums. They closed an exploit that allowed players to have infinite ammo when switching from their Gobblegum pack immediately after activating Free Fire. Players were of course cheesing that during like the leaderboard events and whatnot. Couple of equipment updates here for the Point Turret, the Symbol Monkey, the Cashmere, and then also the Hunter Bot, and then there's the returning equipment as well for Zombies with like the Black Ops 6 carryover there. Field upgrades, couple of specific updates on Ether Shroud, Tesla Storm, Toxic Growth, Dark Flare, and Frost Blast if you want to pause and read the exact specifics. Support updates, they do address a couple of issues on the Disciple Injection, on the Arc XD, the Dog, and then the returning support, Combat Bow, Death Machine, Grim Reaper, and War Machine are all back from Black Ops 6. With loot updates here, address the spacing of the loot from the overgrown Horde Husk to reduce overlapping pickup prompts on Ashes. Address an issue where Chompy remained active during exfil. Address an issue where rewards can be earned multiple times from the Bullseye Easter egg if a player disconnected and then rejoined, so you could cheese that. They fixed that. Address an issue where the Claw Talisman was not applying the damage bonus to Xerxes in Ashes either. A couple of enemy updates here, specific changes and fixes on Oscar, on Ravagers, on Xerxa, on Uber Klaus, and then just general updates as well if you want to read the exact specifics. Once more, feel free to pause there. The week 5 zombie challenge, spend 100,000 essence, is now tracking as intended, so you can go through and complete that challenge if you want. A couple of UI updates here. There's a lot of zombies updates in this, surprisingly. UI updates, added an indicator for eternal perks in the HUD, addressed some cases where button prompts would be too large on item pickups, updated the Mars teleporter text prompt as well, addressed an issue where pings placed via the TAC map could appear on asteroids at times, addressed a typo on the computer screen in the Machina Astriles for the main quest, addressed an issue where the spectator UI would be missing when spectating a player doing Nikolai's quest, addressed the order of the Pack-a-Punch camos in the custom menu, addressed an issue where the squad widget would no longer be hidden while being revived, then also an issue where the fill circle was misaligned for converting Gobblegums. A couple of graphic updates here, an issue that caused mismatched weapons to appear when certain weapon models were being loaded, addressed a rare issue that caused Gobblegum models to appear invisible, and then also some visual bugs on Astra Malorum, then a couple of audio updates as well, primarily relating to voice lines here. Now let's jump over to the Warzone patch notes. So keep in mind as we're going through everything here, if you guys are new to the channel, you want to ensure you are always in the know for everything going on in COD, this is the place to be, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and of course turn on those post notifications. And if you guys enjoy the videos, we're going through all the update details here, do me a favor, drop a like. It's a great way to help grow the channel and share the video around. Here with the global updates on the Warzone side of things, again, they've got this whole tool to make sure that you meet all the criteria for all the anti-cheat updates they've done with TPM 2.0 and everything going on there. We obviously have the new events. We again covered this in the blog yesterday with the new event pass for Fallout. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not a fan of the premium events here. It's basically just a more valuable store bundle is what you're getting out of this, but it's an event pass, so you gotta buy it and then you gotta play to actually earn it, which just seems a little bit weird in my opinion. The Warzone specific updates though, we do have Power Armor Royale, which is kind of like Juggernaut Royale. We went through all the details in yesterday's video, of course, but it's gonna be interesting. You can actually get power armor in this mode after you charge up your fusion cores, so that'll be a fun little LTM to mess around with. There's also the High Octane Battle Royale LTM LTM coming in season, which is all gas, no brakes. You spawn with your custom loadout. Attack equipment is replaced with the grapples. You can access the buy station anywhere you want just by pressing the inventory button. Automatic redeploy when you're eliminated if there's $4,000 in your inventory. And then there's extremely fast gas circles. I'm really excited for this. I think that'll be a really fun LTM. Our current playlist update for the upcoming week or so. All modes, or all squad sizes rather, for Battle Royale on Verdansk. All squad sizes for Resurgence on Haven's Hollow and Rebirth. Battle Royale casual quads on Verdansk. Resurgence casual quads on Haven's Hollow and Rebirth. And then Power Armor Royale LTM. Yet no plunder. I don't understand why we don't have plunder back available in the game. That's a major miss in my opinion. Weekend LTMs, Make It Rain Resurgence, that'll be coming in week 3, floods the map with frequent drops of high value crates, turning every impact zone into high risk honeypot where squads battle for top tier rewards. As the match progresses, each circle raises the stakes, opening them later in the match grants increased XP. And then week 4 is going to be the community voted favorite. As a reminder, we'll be looking at the most played weekend only LTMs since season 1 launched and hosting a community vote to decide which one makes a return for the final week of the season. So that'll be interesting. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. In general here, we got new camos. So the win streak camos are kind of crazy. There's the Neon Pulse static camo and the Shock Rift static camo here. And to get these, it's through win streaks. In Battle Royale, to get the Neon Pulse, you got to win 10 times in a row. And then for the Retro Blaze, you got to win 25 times in a row, which is a lot. Like, that's not going to be achievable for a lot of players here. In Resurgence, you got to get 30 consecutive wins and then 50 for the animated camo. That's a super niche player base that's going to actually have those unlocked, or it'll be cheaters who end up getting that stuff. We've been experimenting with the idea of win streaks for some time, and we believe it's important to support long-term mastery goals alongside more accessible progression systems. We recognize that these win streak rewards may feel out of reach for many players, but we're excited to offer a meaningful challenge and exclusive recognition for those who put in the work, coordination, and effort to reach that. With general equipment updates, Needle Drone increased the flight time from 8 to 16 seconds. Point Turret increased the targeting range, slightly reduced the target acquisition time. Then the Gas Mask reduced the resistance duration from 10 to 5 seconds. With kill streaks, there's the Deadeye Drone now available. Remotely piloted aerial drone equipped with a small caliber sniper inflicts 50 damage per shot with a maximum of 10 shots per drone. This is designed to sow chaos and disorient opponents by applying pressure from unexpected angles. While it requires precision and situational awareness, skilled players can turn it into a powerful lethal tool. Adjusted here, counter UAV increased the health, reduced the buy station price as well, and then also increased the radius effects there. So the counter UAV is going to be stronger now. UAV and Resurgence only reduced the radius of effect by basically half there. This adjustment better aligns UAV coverage with the counter UAV behavior on smaller maps. In its previous state, the UAV provided near map-wide info in Resurgence. Going forward, UAVs will offer more localized intel, similar to their role on large-scale Battle Royale maps there. So the UAV is nerfed basically just for Resurgence there. Loot in Economy, general ground loot, they removed UAVs from chests. Not a huge fan of that. Added the Deadeye Drone to the Kill Streak care package loot. Lootable perks now include Bomb Squad Mountaineer Veteran and Irradiated. Contract specific rewards here. Ghost through Most Wanted, Tracker through Scavenger. Weapon loot pool, remove the X9 Maverick and then also remove the RK9 and then replace the XM325 with the new Sokol there. Ground loot builds, they've updated the builds for the Peacekeeper, the MXR, the Mod, the Maddox, the Mirage, the MK78, the MPC, the Kogot, the Razor, the Raiden, and the Dravik there. So those builds will be a bit more competitive. In buy stations, they reduced the price of the counter UAV again, added back the buy stations in Battle Royale and Resurgence, the gas mask. So you can now buy those for 4,000. We recognize the gas plays are a core part of Warzone, so we're bringing back the gas mask in the buy station so you can purchase those again. With contracts here, Recon reworked the team bonus capture rate. Capture rate bonus increased to 150% when all teammates are inside the capture zone, up from 100. Bounty reduced the circle update interval from 10 to 8 seconds. Most Wanted, successfully completing a Most Wanted now drops a supply box. In solos, this will be replaced with a UAV. There are different rewards here: gas mask, ghost, a blue to purple weapon with corresponding ammo, and a stack of cash. Eliminate enemies as the Most Wanted squad now reduces the remaining contract time by 30 seconds. So a slight buff there. Opening up the cache now reduces it by 12 seconds, up from 10. Scavenger, the final crate, now always drops a tracker perk there. Then the bespoke reward of 1 armor satchel continues to drop from the final cache. Weapon updates here, we've got the new Stormwolf and the new Hawker 45, the new attachments as well. Weapon adjustments. With this mid-season update, we aim to bring more value to underused attachments, especially mid-range barrels on ARs and SMGs, while addressing attachments that were either too punishing to run or overly dominant. We've also made some attachment adjustments to help certain ARs better compete at mid to long ranges, expanding the overall long range diversity. So on all BO7 rifles, updated the mid-range barrel. These barrels now provide an ADS movement speed bonus and in some cases improved mid-range performance. So basically just catering to the sniper support niche there. On the AK-27, the speed barrel provides better ADS speed, and then medium damage range 1 benefit was also buffed. And then on the battle scar conversion, the damage ranges were nerfed across the board. This conversion was too strong due to its fast time to kill, but it wasn't that fast. We've adjusted its damage profile. On the Mirage, the westeralized barrel, better ADS movement, better mid-range range basically there. The improvement benefit was buffed there. On the mod here, close range damage buff, long range damage buff, range buff across the board. The mod's going to be a crazy good sniper support option there. Velocity was buffed as well. On the Delta barrel, medium damage range 1's benefit improved, velocity penalty reduced, horizontal recoil benefit improved, better strafe as well, compensator vertical control benefit improved, and then on the 5.56 break, vertical control benefit improved. The mod's easier to use and it's more effective basically across all ranges. Love to see that. On the Maddox, mid-range buff like that, the sniper support build for this is now going to be even better. Velocity drastically buffed there, that's a big one. Vertical recoil reduced as well. Turbine booster barrel, horizontal benefit buff, velocity penalty reduced, better ADS strafe, then also better mid-range. Monolithic, velocity benefit was reduced, however. Compensator, better vertical control. We've made targeted improvements to the Maddox velocity and mid-range performance, enabling it to better compete across those engagements and those distances. The sniper support Maddox is even better now. MXR, they nerfed the long range damage on it. Also, the Sterling barrel has a better strafe speed. Overall, the damage adjustment slightly reduces the MXR's effectiveness at long ranges, creating more room for other ARs. That's a decent balance there. It's a 2 damage nerf over the long range. It's still going to be a solid rifle though, especially through like the mid range there as well, because it's got a decent damage range. On the Peacekeeper, its long damage range was buffed. Then also the Stimulus barrel has a better strafe and the medium damage range is better. The sniper support Peacekeeper is even better after this update now, basically. Maverick, close damage buff. That's kind of surprising. And a long damage buff. That's actually going to make this thing even better. Then the Sprint barrel, better mid range, better velocity, better strafe as well. So the Maverick's going to be feeling even better there. The BO7 SMGs, we've updated the mid-range barrel across these to have better velocity and improving the mid-range benefits, reducing the penalties and making it a more appealing option for extended range engagements. So on the Carbon, the heavy barrel, medium damage range 1 benefit improved, sprint to fire penalty reduced, movement penalty reduced as well, and gives you 12% better velocity. On the Dravik, they buffed its long range, so the sniper support Dravik could be even better now. Lower torso and leg multiplier buff, ADS speed buff, sprint to fire buff as well on there. Predator barrel, better mid-range, better sprint to fire penalty. Basically, it's not going to be as harsh. Movement penalty reduced, better velocity in general, that's added there. On the Kogot, same updates basically. MPC, same updates basically. On the Razor, range buff in the close range than the early mid-range there. Sprint to fire also improved. The Razor's going to be fine. It's already got like the best TTK up close. Stability pad stock, ADS penalty removed, or reduced rather, and then strafe penalty reduced as well. Pushback grip, ADS penalty reduced, and then impact barrel, same updates as before, better mid-range. Sprint to fire and movement penalties aren't as much, and it offers more velocity. RK9, same attachment updates there. Burst cooldown was improved, velocity increase and ADS speed improved as well. On the Raiden, same updates as before with the slim mod barrel. With LMGs here, the MK78 has even better range and better long range damage. This thing's even more insane. This kind of matches it more with the Sokol. Those are going to be 2 dominant long range options right now. On the Shadow, max damage range increased, arm multiplier buff, velocity buff, ADS speed improvements as well. Default loadouts, Strategist, the Sokol replaces the MK78, the Kogot replaces the Razor on Recon, and on Overwatch, the Mirage replaces the Peacekeeper. Gulag loadouts, Dravik 45 replaces the Raiden, Razor replaces the MPC. Then we got a couple of bug fixes that we're going to speed run here. They fixed an issue causing incorrect behavior when cycling through weapon builds, an issue causing the Star Glass camo to display incorrect requirements, fixed an issue with the alertness perk with the nearby enemy text overlapping other UI elements, an issue causing the complete 2 recon contracts in a single match 5 times challenge to not track, an issue causing the get 2 kills with launchers challenge to not track, an issue causing the all challenges completed text to display at times, an issue causing some aftermarket parts to display UI issues, an issue causing an error where when viewing legacy weapons in the armory section there, an issue causing a dev error to occur when firing in the firing range, an issue causing an error when cycling through different weapon categories, an issue preventing the option to add aftermarket parts to legacy weapons, an issue causing the Raiden 45k heavy stock to be missing a sprint to fire con, an issue causing a reload quickness con description to appear on the X9 Maverick hybrid barrel, and lastly, an issue that allowed players in isolated cases to fall through the maps there, which could be exploited. So quite a few bug fixes, a lot of different weapon adjustments here in Warzone, more weapon adjustments coming to multiplayer at a later date there, so quite a bit to look out for beyond just today's update in the upcoming weeks with some of the updates there. But that's everything that changed in the 1.88 title update, aka Season 1 Reloaded. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on your way out. And if you're new here, you want to stay up to date with everything going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.